20 years, two strokes, two marathons, two Guinness World Record attempts. And here we are. Today is Thankful Thursday. It's also Throwback Thursday with Fiance Files with the one and only Sekou Wright and Fee King. Join us today. Check in, chat with us. We're talking about all things love, relationships, friendships, challenges, how we navigate.
I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure what happened. Let's give us a drum roll intro. Good morning, Fee King.
Good morning, Sekou Wrights. Happy Thursday. Happy Thankful Thursday.
Yeah.
Where's my other boo? Where's my other boo?
He
My
moved. He moved right when
you
I
heard
started
my
showing.
voice.
Yeah, he's coming over.
He moved when he
coming
heard
over,
my voice because he's mad at me.
So Nelson is over here trying to find your voice. Yeah.
You said that to make me feel good.
No, he is. He is. Yeah, he is.
Okay. All right.
For those of you that don't know what we're talking about Nelson or Cat, and he's looking around for a voice. And thank you for being here. Thank you for being here for the Fiance Files.
Yes.
And
it's
yeah.
been a minute. It's been a minute.
Yeah, I guess it has been a minute. It has been a minute. Oh yeah, we did a recording last time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Okay.
Hmm?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Because when I don't have my speaker connected, for you there's an echo, but for me, oh, look at you. Salud.
Salud. Amen.
What were you drinking this morning?
Green tea.
Me too.
In my mug.
I'm drinking green tea. It's amazing.
Get Rich 101.
Oh, Get Rich 101, baby.
Yeah.
You know what? I just had an idea.
Uh-oh.
Right? To get some stickers, some Get Rich 101 stickers, so that everywhere we are, we can affix our sticker to our cup. Bam! Get Rich 101. You like, see, like, maybe not have any ideas for a day. What would life be like without any ideas?
Well, that's your thing. That's what you do. Keep the ideas running. That's what you do. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So here we are. This is Fiance Files, and shout out to New Thought Media Network for being here and supporting us. And that's all I got. That's all I got. Oh, this is our first time appearing since Nashville, since I was in Nashville. And you're still in Baltimore?
No. Yeah. So a lot of people think that I'm in Baltimore because I used to live in Baltimore. I realized that I split my time between Maryland and New York. I split my time between Maryland and New York, which means I'm not just exclusively in Baltimore. Like right now in this moment, I am in Columbia, Maryland. I wish I could show you the scenery. Fall is upon us. By the way, it's more than pretty. It is absolutely stunning. But New York is like this, especially the outer skirts, like what do you call it, the county or upstate New York. I think I'm an East Coast girl.
Yeah.
I think I've turned into an East Coast girl. I love it. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful, lush and green. It's cloudy. It's kind of dark because that hurricane is bringing some residual weather, but it's all good.
Okay.
Outside of missing you and my Nelson, Maryland is good. Maryland is good.
Yeah, but we've been knocked out. We have been knocked out. Like you wouldn't know what to do. They'd be like, "What? Wake up! Wake up!" We have been out. I haven't done my run today. I just barely woke up. I'm trying to do the show. I just been out. boy, out
Well, so tell the people why you've been out.
for I've been out from coming back to New York from Nashville. And one of the things I got to tell you that I have got to fly first class. I've got to fly. Yeah, yeah.
Did you
Because
upgrade?
no,
Did
no,
you?
no, no, no. I'm setting my intention for flying first class because
Yes.
my body now has some differences, and so my it's hard to explain, but my right hand side was uncomfortable because it wasn't enough room.
Yeah.
And so my right hand side has made it necessary for me to fly first class. And I've never thought about it before. I've never
I
thought
love
about
it.
that before. But now I'm focused. I'm focused on flying first class because I need the extra space because yeah, it hurt me a bit. It hurt me a bit. Yeah.
Can you say, "Cool"? You got to give us the steps. So, because I believe in manifestation. I believe that thoughts become things,
Yes.
and just when we think that we're thinking positively, optimistically, we're thinking in a way that supports our greatest desires. I'm only speaking for myself. I catch myself all day long. I'm like, oh, what? And so, how did you go from thinking, you know what, I need to fly first class to flying first class and not buying a first class ticket? What's up, Fatima West?
Yeah, I don't know how I came to it, but you know what? You know what?
What? What?
On my way back, on my way back, I did not use a wheelchair. Now that's a big thing. That's a big thing. That's a big thing. Now I refuse to say that I'm not gonna still use a wheelchair. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. But I walked. I walked through on my way back, and what I had the thought of is when I was getting on the plane, I saw first class. You know how sometimes you just get on the plane, you're just looking for your seat, right?
And you walk right past it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this
Mhm.
time I saw them, and I saw there two seats measured for every three of those. Two seats. I was like, oh, there's lots of room. There's lots of extra room. And I was like, all right, I need to set my intention on getting first class seats. I don't know how that's going to be, but I've got to focus on that as a goal because when I sat down, I mean, I had space, but it wasn't comfortable for me. And so when I got out of the plane, I felt like I just wanted to sit still for a minute. I just want to sit in the airport for a while, just to let my body breathe. And so anyway, I'm focusing on flying first class. That's what I'm saying. I'm focusing on flying first class. Oh, you did you crash on me? Yeah, she crashed on me. I don't think she's. I don't think. Let me check and see. Hello, hello, hello. All right. Well, yeah, she's saying tech issues. Yeah. So anyway, that's what I was going to say about the first class because, and I know it's going to work this time because I'm thinking of it as a need. As a need, I need to fly first class, and I've got my mind affixed to my body as my clear reason, right? Yeah, so I've got to get that. Um,
So, Sekou, I don't know what happened. I don't know. Yeah, my bad. I don't know. But what I did was I switched over to my hotspot. So can you go back to, you froze when you were saying I was on the airport, in on the airplane. Sometimes when you're passing first class, you don't stop and pay attention.
uh, no, I held it with them. I held it with the people. I'll just recap this brief bit of it. Is that once you get on the plane, you're headed to your seat. and you're just ignoring first class. But this time I was looking at first class and I was looking at 2 seats being equal to 3 seats. I guess a whole new seat, right? I started thinking I need to be in first class. I need to fly first class. Like not an effort, not just a oh it'd be nice if no, I need to because of of the um, the the space I need. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to figure out how I'm going to figure out how to fly first class. Ashe.
Okay, well, we know that the how is God's responsibility. That's God's role, right? So we know that God's going to work out the how.
Yes. Ashe.
We still don't know how you did it though on this, like what happened to get you from your regular coach to first class. You said you flew first class, right?
No, I flew regular class.
Oh, I thought you said okay.
But I was saying I was I was visualizing that as a goal, as a goal, as a goal. Like I'm not going to sit in regular class anymore. I'm going to sit in first class. I'm focusing that as a goal, as a goal, as a goal. And the fact that I'm manifesting that as a goal means it's going to happen.
Well, I believe that this is what Bob Proctor has to say about becoming a mental magnet, becoming a mental magnet. Can I read? Can I read a little something to you?
Yeah, please.
Bob Proctor says, attract what you need for the physical manifestation of your image. Attract what you need for the physical manifestation of your image. If it is true that energy or spirit is neither created nor destroyed, and everything in its original state is either energy or spirit, it necessarily follows that everything you will ever want is already here. Everything that you already want is already here. When you think about food, where you live, what city, what state, what country you live in, the clothes that you wear, the friends that you have, all the things that you've ever wanted, you've attracted it and it's been attracted to you. And so, because first class exists, because airlines exist, therefore it is possible.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the how it unfolds, the how it happens, we don't even need to spend our energy and time on that. You just need to keep believing and keep being open and available to attract that.
Mm-hmm.
And because I want to sit next to you in first class,
That's right. That's right. You
because
better be
we
right
will be
there
there
with
with
me.
you.
Right there with me. Right there with me. Ashe. Ashe.
Yes, there
That's
can
what I
be.
was thinking. Actually, that's what I was thinking too, because I was doing my thing, um, doing Nashville on my own, but I could have used you. I could have used my Fee King in a lot of different spaces, and that's one of them. Like, having the travel and getting the first class, all of those things together made me feel like I needed you there, because I felt like some of those things some of those things were not as easy as I would have liked them to have been, and I would have been easier with Fee. Yeah,
It feels so good to be needed. I tell you, ladies, it feels so good to be needed, right?
yeah, yeah,
Needed
sure.
and wanted. Wanted more so than needed, I think.
Mm,
They both feel really good. Soon, soon, because we are both manifesting the life that we are already living in an
yeah.
expanded way. We have both already manifested the life that we are living. We now want it in a more expanded way. What were you going to say?
Let me explain something. Let me explain something.
Explain
For
something.
people watching the show who don't understand what my brain not operating at peak capacity means, because I have been traveling between Nashville and New York
Uh-huh.
since the stroke. Well, since the marathon, I flew to New York for the marathon, right?
Well, you've been
But
traveling between Nashville and New York for
yeah,
decades.
but yes, for decades.
Mhm.
But recently, for the past 2 years, I started traveling for for the marathon, right? And
Mhm.
what I did not realize is that I have a body of miles with a certain airlines, and that I've been built building it up, building it up, building it up, building it up. And even though I was telling you about it, I was like, hey, make sure you get your flights. And I could not it did not register to me that I was I should have been flying one airline. So I flew back to New York, Delta, and I flew back. Like I flew back to Nashville. I flew something like Southwest. Like I'm flying all these different flights, and yet, I realized just this time that I have a frequent flyer number and I mean, all all those miles is gone, and I could have stacked those miles if I had been thinking. Now that's what I mean by thinking. So I was thinking about stacking miles, but I wasn't thinking of me stacking miles. I wasn't thinking of me and the right um,
Take your time.
um,
You weren't thinking of
yeah, I
you in
wasn't.
the right context
Yes,
of the frequent
yes,
flyer miles. Yeah.
yes, and I wasn't, and even though I was recommending it to you, I was like, make sure you get your miles same.
Well, you were recommending to me to sign up for Spirit because you made a mistake and you forgot that we don't fly Spirit.
Yeah,
That
see that too.
yeah.
That too. That I mean everything everything travel related was back to zero. I didn't remember that I had used to fly United on United and had a body of miles there, and
Yes.
so that in and of itself is an example of how your mind might not function accurately, because that's 2 years of me flying other airlines and those miles are just gone.
Well, okay, here's another way to look at that and to frame it. One
Yeah.
is your mind is very strong. Your brain is operating differently. And every single day, you get to improve your brain strength, those synapses firing off. That's the first thing. The second thing is babe, people who have not had a brain injury are forgetting things in big ways, like huge ways. There's such an over consumption and availability of information and knowledge that our poor brains just can't take all of it. So I think there's an opportunity for you to be easy with yourself and realize that everything that is coming to you is coming in its proper time. And I'm saying that out loud so that you hear it, so that I hear it, and other people hear it, because we can be so hard on ourselves, so hard on ourselves, and we forget that everything is working for our greatest good, even when it doesn't look or feel good, everything. So when people think, oh, this is bad, or this is different from the way it used to be, because it's supposed to be. In order for you to get from where you were July 14th, 2022 to where you're going, you get to take these steps. There's a process to it all, and you get to be reminded to enjoy and embrace the process. Be patient with the process. Be patient with the process. And the fact that you recalled is a huge win. Like, what? So I need, first of all, I have not flown United in forever. I have not even thought about United. So I need to
Neither have I.
well, now that, because we're going to be flying first class,
Yeah,
I need to contact United today
yeah.
and find out how to get a frequent flyer. I don't know, point something.
Yeah.
Because, yeah,
I'll have to
because
see if there's a recommendation or something. Maybe I can refer you or something. But yeah, I
yeah,
mean, what happened is long story short.
I'm sorry, babe. I need to pause you. It's starting to rain, and I need to move.
Okay, I'm gonna tell this story while you move.
Yeah, keep talking.
Okay, so I'll take her off, and I'll let her pop back on.
Yeah, take me off, baby.
Take her off. Okay. Okay, so how I ended up with all these miles. How I end up with all these miles is because when I was doing the test drives for the various car companies, I was doing a test drive in Germany. In Germany. And so they flew me from Nashville to Germany. And I was like, and they're asking me, do you have a preferred airlines? I was like, no, because I didn't. I didn't. And then I got sent to Germany, and that was a long flight. That was a long flight. And they sent me first class too, business class. I was like, oh wow, this is this is nice. This is nice, right? And then while I was on the trip, one of my friends was like, yo, you got the miles for this, you got the miles for this, right? And I was like, no, what do you mean? He said, make sure that you sign up for the miles. So he had me sign up for United Air right there while I was still on the trip. And then sign up for the miles. And then I got so many miles, so many miles on the so many miles on United that I got so many miles that it just didn't make sense to go with anyone else. Like everyone else was like, oh, like two's a few. But with United, it was like, whoop! Like I had that much on United. And so it just happened to be United. And that's how I ended up with having United Miles. So there's no choice given. It just so happened I was working with them. And what they said also is that they've also celebrated my birthday. One time, I was flying United, and they called my name, and I was like, what's happening now? What's happening now? And let me put it B King back in. But so I couldn't. They put me on. They celebrated my birthday. They celebrated my birthday. They called my name, and I was like, what do you know? Immediately my mind went to a negative place. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? It was like, then we just want to give Sekou a happy birthday. And I was like, what? And so that's the funny thing that I got for United Airlines. But that's my only choice. Now that I've seen these other places, other film airlines over these past couple of years, I see that there's a competition. There's all kinds of other places that I could try, but I still got the most number of miles with United. So did you hear that?
Yeah, that's a great story. And when you mentioned that you instantly went to the negative, I don't recall you ever being that person. I would never use the word. I would never.
That's the important thing. That's the important thing, because we've got to separate ourselves. See, I didn't think I was positive. I thought that I was negative. I thought that I was positive when I was being negative. See, what I was thinking of was I just had the obvious reaction of someone going to say something bad to me about being on this flight. But I'm still positive though. I'm still positive though. But a positive person would not even have let a negative idea pop up. They would have caught it and said cancel, and something bright and bubbly before they even got to me. So that's what you got to think about. You got to think about you're preventing your mind from even sparking the idea of something negative. That's where you really get it. That's where you really get it.
I am so grateful to Mama Sekou for teaching you cancel. I love cancel so much. I
Mm-hmm.
say it to myself
Yeah.
in my mind. You know what I find to be the most challenging for me, Sekou,
But
is in conversations, either pivoting or redirecting. Pivoting conversations with other people who are becoming negative or worrisome, full of doubt, fear, complaining. A lot of people don't realize it. Complaining
mhm.
is a big negative trait.
Yeah.
So for me, doing uh, the pivoting and the what was that other word that I use? Redirecting. It can be exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
It can be exhausting to the point where I find it easier to just not engage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You do a much better job of engaging than I do because when I first started coming out of the stroke into the world at large, I
Right.
noticed because for a long time, I could only get interactions coming towards me. I couldn't speak. I couldn't respond in a way that they can understand me. So everything was coming this way. Everything was coming this way. And then I noticed that a lot of what was coming to me was negative, negative,
Mm,
negative, 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 negative. I was like, wow. And so when I first came out, like I didn't want to talk to anybody. When I
mm,
started speaking, I would like move my little bit of speaking enough that I could just block. I just block, right?
I love it.
And then I've got to the point now where I recognize that everyone's like that. Everyone's like that. Like you got to be really, 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 really sharp to be able to to provide guidance for yourself. So everybody's coming at you. Everybody's coming at you. And what I've decided to do is I just smile. I smile and let people finish. Mm, 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 mm,
So
mm.
you
And
do have,
that's what I do. But you get in there and you redirect people, and I'm like, wow, she is doing it. She is doing it.
but I like your method better because you're preserving your energy, whereas
Yeah,
I'm expending far too much energy,
yeah,
and I just haven't found the right balance. But I will because I need to preserve my energy because I do believe that the world needs more positivity, more encouragement, and I'm seeing it in super duper small doses. Super duper small. Like I was
yeah.
like,
But you've done it so well. I mean, if you want to change, it's fine. But you've done it so well in your Ubering, and you shift people so quickly and so grandly. Like if it was me, if I was driving Uber, I'd be like, all right, here's your stop. Yeah, like that would be it for me. But you get involved, you shift people's mindset, and so you've got so much practice on shifting people's mindset like that.
you and I am so grateful to Uber because yes, Uber has done that for me. Here's an example, a really quick example. Yesterday, I dropped two older Caucasian men off at the train station. And I don't know why it was important for me to mention that they were Caucasian. I think that's a habit.
No. Well, we need to know. We need to know
Okay.
the different
So
things.
they were two middle-aged men, very nice. When he gets in the car, the one who called the Uber, he said, "How's your day today?" I said, "Amazing. Every day is amazing." I said, "How's your day?" "Oh, it's okay." I said, "Just okay?" And then his friend said, "Mine is pretty good because I had a glass of wine. He just had water." So that kind of, broke the ice. And then the guy who had water, who called the Uber, he said, "No, it's a pretty good day." And I think that people don't give themselves permission to have an amazing day in spite of bill collectors, in spite of what your bank account shows, in spite of your relationship, whether it's great or somewhere in the middle, or you're being challenged. Because every single day I get to choose to be optimistic. Because if I told what it looked like on paper, when people ask me how's your day, I could easily say it's jacked up. But I'm like, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not jacked up. It just appears to be jacked up, but it's really not. And you get to pivot quickly. And every time I get to do that in this Uber, it instantly lifts me. Like I feel euphoric. I feel like I'm floating. And I get to do that all day long because life can be challenging,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I share. And all of us need to find something better to say when someone asks you how you doing. Something better than I'm fine.
Or
Yes,
I'm good.
yeah. You got to give yourself something. Give yourself the gift, and it's hard. It's hard, but you got to give yourself the gift.
I like that.
Yeah.
Gigi, give yourself the gift. Well, you have been my gift this morning, Sekou writes.
Thanks, V. Well, thanks, V. Hopefully, we gave the people watching gave them something. Hopefully, we gave them something.
Yeah, I'm sure we did.
Yeah. And now we are segued on with the rest of our days.
Yes.
And remember that now
Is better.
then perfect.
Yeah.
We got it. All right, folks. I'll see you later.